Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be installing bash plates on the Hilux. These are Phat bar bash plates. So haven't seen anything on YouTube about installing these, so I thought why not make a video about it. So let's get to installing. The tools I'm going to be using today, guys, is just some sockets, some spanners if I need any, and to get the car off the ground, a jack. That's it, that's all you need. Very important, you lay out your stuff so you know where to find everything, lay it all out, find all the bolts and everything so you know what you're going to do. Alright, next step is to get the bash plates off. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is use axle stands to get a bit more height. Safety first, but if you don't have axle stands, that's alright, you can just work under the car. It just might be a little bit more difficult. So yeah, let's get into it. Now a big question is, why would you want to remove your factory bash plates like these to some good ones? Well, one reason is because they're flimsy and they bend like that. I was on from the last trip, guys, so trying to get a bit more heavy duty, I reckon. So yeah, let's do it. So first, we want to take this front bash plate off. Just remove the nuts and bolts. Make sure you keep them because you will probably need to reuse them. So yep, let's do that. Now that the front's off, I've got to move to the other bash plate under the sump here. There's one bolt here, and one bolt up here, and then there's another bolt just here, and another bolt just there. Another reason I'm getting rid of these, because these are broken over time, just snapped off. And that one's going to snap off soon too, so remove these old bash plates. And that is why it's important to clean under your bash plates after you go off-roading, because there's shit everywhere. The old bash plates are now off. As you can see, it's all off. Now we got to install the new front plate here. So let's get to that. So this is the front plate. Comes with all the bolts you need. So let's get it onto the rig, eh? So the bolts that come with it, these bolts here, high tensile bolts. They are 13mm bolts for your reference. Come with washers and all the nuts you need, so all good. Let's do it. So the holes are here, here, on that side and there, and they match up to the original holes, which are right there and there and there and just there as well. Alright, so first bash plate is in. That hole you see there is for the recovery point from ARB. Due to this whole coronavirus thing, I haven't been able to grab one, so I'm just going to leave it for now, and I'll probably do an install video of that a little bit later. Just keep it in finger tight for now so you get all the other ones in, and then you can tighten it all up. So let's move to the sump plate now. So get the next bash plate ready in line. Make sure it goes this way around. It only goes one way. Okay guys, so you want to use this hole, which is just below this hole here. The bash plate on that side and that side, which corresponds just below, just that one there. And you want to use the long bolts that they provide. These ones, the long bolts they provide with the washers and the spring washers, and that'll get you sorted. Hey guys, so there are two of these pipes, and basically these pipes go underneath the sump plate with the large bolts to help space it up, so there's not such a big gap when you tighten in the bolts. I'll show you where that is now. So guys, you can see there's two spaces in there now. Make sure they are flat and sitting on this part, not this part, okay? And then you put the bolts through those pipes to give it a bit of spacing, so we'll do that now. As you guys can see, they are spaced on that cross member there, sitting flat, bolt going through it. That's how it should look. Now they are a little difficult to get in, but what you can do is
use the bolt to maneuver it when you're actually screwing in, so you can get it in the right spot, and make sure you just double check what you're doing before you tighten everything up.
Alright guys, once you get those two front ones in, you want to get these back ones in here, and they correspond to the hole right there, and on the other side, this hole right there. Just a quick tip guys, with these two holes here, chuck a bit of WD-40 in there, give it a bit of a clean out, because sometimes the threads are a bit dodgy, so good tip there. So yeah, we'll just do these up now, and then we'll move on to the transfer case plate. Cheers. Alright guys, once we've got the front plate on and the sump plate on, we can move to the transmission plate. There's two really long bolts that come with the kit that go in here and over there, and they attach to the cross member, which I'll show you in a minute. So let's get on to that. Okay guys, just to quickly show you where the cross member is. This is the cross member, this one right here, and you want to bolt the long bolt up across the cross member on both sides, so that it lines up, overlapping with the plate of the sump on this side, like this, so the holes line up all the way along, and then you just want to use the rest of the bolts to bolt it together. Alright guys, so that's those 4 bolts in. Last thing to do now is just to go around and realign everything, and then nip up all the bolts, and then you're done. So that's it guys, it's not too difficult, just a few bolts. Quick tips would be to jack the car up if you can. Use a mat or something when you're on the deck, because it can be a little bit exhausting. Clean out the bolt holes if you can as well, because sometimes they're a bit mucky. And yeah, you shouldn't have too many dramas with this, it's pretty easy. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and let us know in the comments what you guys think. And consider subscribing, more videos to come of the Hilux and install videos. So catch you guys later. Cheers.